Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've sat down and last recorded one of these. I haven't really done much on the channel as of recent. It's a couple of reasons as to why, and it's kind of what I want to talk about today. I want to just talk about what's been going on in my life, and of course, the future of this channel. Because like in the last month, I've only streamed twice, and that's it. I haven't streamed at all. And as many of you guys know, my grandpa, mom's dad, he's been sick, and my grandmother, my dad's mom, has also been sick. Those things I've talked about on the channel before. I made community posts, and so you guys know about that. However, what I haven't talked about a lot, I really, what I haven't talked about, what I haven't talked about yet. So that's been in the ICU for the past month. I've kind of been a little more quiet this one because wanted to be a little more, I wanted to be a little more discreet with this one. So yeah, it's been a month since my dad's been sick. He's doing better though, but I don't know, I kind of just been, it's been difficult the last couple of weeks. But I do want to say that my dad's doing better. He's doing better. He's healthy. He feels better, and the doctor's really optimistic about everything. And so basically, what happened was after the stream I did about a month ago was Mario and Luigi Brothers stream. I felt good because I finally felt like I got back on a rhythm. I found the streaming again. I was finally in a good place where I felt good enough to stream. I found a rhythm. I found how I wanted to do things. And April 15th, I finished the stream. It was an hour-long stream. And I finished the stream and I went to go watch a basketball game in my living room. And so when I was watching the basketball game, my mom walks in and she talks to me and talk. So I followed her into her room. I followed her into her room and she tells me that my dad's in the hospital. She tells me that my dad, but I ended up getting a throat infection, ended up getting complicated. And as a result, doctor said that if it wasn't treated properly, that his throat would swell up and he would stop and he would not be able to breathe, which obviously is not very good. So my dad stayed in the hospital for about 2 days. He was in New York at the time, by the way, and my mom and I we were in Mexico. And so at the time my mom wanted to fly with him, and I wanted to fly too to be by his side. But my dad told us to wait a little bit in case maybe he started to feel better. And the first night he did say he felt better, but nothing really changed. He was struggling really to breathe, and it was rough. It was rough, and it was the way with him except for his workers. But my big brother, shout out to him, he did end up flying over to be with him. On the third day of him being in the hospital, he had enough of being in the hospital. He had enough because nothing was really being done, and so he ended up flying back to Mexico. And um, the plan would have been for him to be seen by a family friend who was a doctor, and the drive from the airport to his clinic or to his hospital, whatever you want to call it, would have been around a 2 hour, 2 hours and a half, depending on traffic. And so, as soon as my dad flew into Mexico, which by the way was a 5 hour flight that he had to go through. But any medication, any antibiotics or anything. So I had a 5 hour flight, and as soon as he touched down, my brother and my mom talked, and they said it was best for you to just put my dad in a hospital in Mexico where he had landed, and I'm trying to be as discreet here as possible, just so I don't give away any private information. But yeah, so he's been there for the past month now, and doctors have said that his recovery has been nothing short of a miracle, and they are really optimistic for recovery for him, which has been obviously it's really good to hear. As of right now, I see he's not breathing on his own. The swelling I think has gone down. His lung. Doctor said that when he was on the plane, because the pressure was so high, his lung ended up puncturing. And there's a hole in his lung, and he ended up contracting pneumonia. By the grace of God, he ended up getting better. He no longer has pneumonia. His lung is looking better. His lung is a lot better. His throat has been healing up just really, really wonderfully, and the doctors are really optimistic about a full recovery. That's kind of where we've been at right now. So yeah, if you keep looking down, I took some notes. So you guys, I took some notes down just in case. So yeah, so my dad's doing better now. The last 2 years he's been breathing on his own, which is such a relief to us. So that he's finally able to breathe on his own without any of the help, without any help. And of course I have and so yeah, and I have gone over a couple times. It's a long drive. It's like from where we live to the hospital. It's like a 3.5 hour drive, maybe even 4 if there's traffic. So it's not easy for us to go every single day, as much as we would want to. And as I said earlier, my grandpa and my grandma, they've both been sick. And I have to talk to you guys about. I mean, I made community posts a couple of weeks ago, May 12th. I was watching a basketball game. It would have been the Celtics versus the Knicks, and Jason Tatum got injured. So I went to go look up online to get any more information on this injury. And when that happened, the door opened up and I turned, and it was my mom walked into the door. And I was confused. I was talking she was just with my dad. And I said, "What are you doing here?" She goes, "I'm here to see you." And I just said, "Go back with dad. He needs you more than I need you." And my mom looks at me and she said that my grandpa had passed away. I was kind of shocked, caught me off guard because I mean I knew he was sick, but I didn't know to what extent he was sick. And then the next day, we ended up going to his funeral. It was rough. And so my mom ended up staying that whole day too as well. So she stayed Tuesday with me. Wednesday at 4 in the morning, she took off to go back with my dad. Meanwhile, I stayed back to look after the house, take care of our dogs that we have. That Wednesday, it's just been, to me, it was like a normal Wednesday. I woke up and I ate upstairs, typically. That's why I eat upstairs. So I went to go take my plate downstairs. And as I went downstairs, I saw the room where my grandma was in. And I see my grandpa sitting down in the corner, like on the chair. So I went and I put my pin away. And I went to go say hi to my grandpa, see how my grandma was doing. And he stands up and he greets me. He says, go say goodbye to your grandma. He said, we went to a doctor and she has had much time left, so I should probably say goodbye to her. So I went to my grandmother. I told her that I loved her, and I also said a couple of things that I won't repeat just for privacy's sake. But yeah, so I said goodbye, and I went upstairs. And, you hope, and when something like this happens, you hope for a miracle. It's one of those things. I went up to my room, and for the rest of the day, it didn't go anywhere. I stayed in my room the whole day. And so at around 12 in the morning or 11 in the morning, excuse me, 11 p.m., I remember I was brushing my teeth in the restroom in the bathroom, and I heard people crying outside, and I just hoped that maybe that they were crying for a different reason, not for my grandma. Maybe brushing my teeth, and I went outside, and my uncle looks at me from downstairs, and he just says, "Do you know that your grandma's gone?" I said no, and with tears falling in his eyes, he goes, "She's gone. God has taken her home." And I just said, that sucks. And I walked, no, and I walked back to my room, and I grabbed my rosary and I started to pray. And my mom calls me, and I don't have my mom's voice. I just broke down in tears. It's been rough. It's been hard. I lost my grandpa, my mom's dad. I lost my grandmother, my dad's mom. And it's really hard to this day, to the day I'm recording now. It's been almost 2 weeks since I lost my grandparents, and so it's still kind of hard. It's a real feeling. It doesn't feel real, and it hasn't been sunk in yet. I don't think it will really until my dad gets better. I think that's really when it's gonna be sunk in and everything. But my grandma's funeral was on Friday, May 20. Excuse me, May 16 was her funeral. And so on the 17th, I woke up. I woke up to inside my dog, my was like on my door. And I was just super, super, super dizzy. I was like, whoa. And it caught me off guard. And I tried to just like shrug it off and eat. And I remember when after I finished eating, I stood up. I just had the worst headache I ever felt in the back of my head. And also in my eyes, and it was just bad. I remember the whole day, I just laid in bed the whole day because I just didn't want to do anything. I hadn't the strength to do anything. And my arms and my legs, I had this like pins and needles feeling the whole day. So later that night, my mom calls me. She's like, take a time. That's what I ended up doing, and the headache went away. It was just like these like random like pains I would get, and like random areas in my head. So then the next day, I woke up and I'm feeling dizzy. I'm feeling nauseous every single time I eat. I just feel like I want to throw up my insides. And then, but the headache, as far as that goes, it was still there, but it wasn't relevant as it wasn't as relevant. On Monday, my mom told me to go to a doctor, which I eventually did, and doctor told me that I just under a lot of stress with my grandparents passing, with my dad being sick and everything, and he gave me some medicine to control my anxiety and my stress. And I was been talking to my therapist in the background as well about everything that's going on. Shout out to her; she's been amazing throughout this whole process. And yeah, that leads us to today. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% there yet though. Everything around me, things seem to be looking up now, and I just could not be any more grateful, to God for doctors for helping out my dad to be where he is right now, to feel better and everything. So my dad is awake and he's talking. He's going through rehab, and yeah, everything seems to be going good now. So in the background, so during all of this, I have been working on a new channel. It's called Mr.Coconut Reacts. And if you guys haven't noticed, all of my reaction videos on this channel have been taken down, and they have been transferred over to that new channel because I really wanted a way to separate my content, my gaming content from my reaction videos, and just make it to look a little bit more neat, a little bit more nice, just to simplify everything as well. I was still making videos on here. Hopefully, I'll be making a lot more gaming videos. I do have some ideas of what I want to do. I still want to stream on here, which I am. I'm still going to stream on here and on Twitch, and but all of the reaction videos are going to be posted on Mr.Coconut Reacts from here on out. I don't know exactly when I'll be back to posting content on this channel, on the reaction channel for that matter, but just know that I'm fine. I'm doing fine. And to anyone who has reached out to me, who has sent me, any well wishes and everything, I want to say thank you. I see you, and I cannot be any more grateful for support that I've received throughout these past couple of months. And that's all that really is to say right now, I guess. Um, yeah, you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. That's what I want to say. So I don't know exactly when I'll be back to making content. 'Cause I do know that at some point I will have to I will be staying at the hospital with my dad to help him out. So yeah, I just don't know when I'll be back. So yeah, I don't know exactly when I'll be back to making content, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. And yeah, that's what I'll do with today's video. Link of everything that I have mentioned is in the description below. Feel free to check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Love y'all. God loves you. Take care and peace.